name is Jenna and today I'm here doing the mid-year book Freakout tag. I did this tag last year, but I actually did a different version of it, I think, because there are different questions this time around, so I'm really looking forward to doing this tag. The original creators of this tag were Chammy and Eli, and I will leave both of their channels and a link to their video in the description box below. So I'm just going to jump straight into the questions because there are 15 of them and that's a lot of questions. So question number 1, what is the best book you've read so far in 2017? Hands down, that is going to go to A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I adored this book so much. It was just, it was everything I could have hoped for this finale, and I loved it. I loved it so much. Little disclaimer here, not once in this tag do I say that like my favorite book or sequel or anything was Dracora. That is because I technically read it last year, so I didn't want to just like fill up this tag with Dracora. I wanted to show the other books that I have read this year. So question number 2, what is the best sequel you have read in 2017? That'd be Wayfarer by Alexandra Racken. I adored this book. I loved it so much. Passenger was one of my favorite books of 2016, and this book is definitely on its way to being one of my favorites of 2017. It was just so fun. The pacing issues from the first book was completely dissolved in this one. It was very fast paced and we had lots going on, and our characters were sort of separated and we didn't know when they were going to get back together, and I just loved it so much. It was a perfect fitting for a really amazing duology. Question number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to. Definitely Hunted by Megan Spooner. I am a huge fan of Beauty and the Beast, and this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I can't believe I haven't read it yet because of how obsessed I am with Beauty and the Beast, especially this year because the new movie just came out in March and I was expecting to read this book around then, but I didn't, so I definitely need to get to this one at some point this year. Question number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I'm gonna have to go with The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman for this one. I read The Northern Lights when I was younger. I reckon I was still in primary school. I think it was like later primary school, so I would have been maybe 11 or 12, and I really did enjoy them, but the ending of the third book confused me so much. Like I had to reread it 2 or 3 times before I kind of understood what was going on, and even then I still didn't really know what was happening. So I'm planning on rereading those ones at some point this year so I can sort of, you know, understand what's going on now that I'm a lot older. But The Book of Dust apparently follows a different set of characters, but it is like Lyra when she's a kid, and I am so excited to read it. I cannot believe that a new book is coming out, and I'm pretty sure that his Dark Materials is being turned into a TV show as well, so just everything is so exciting to do with this series, so I'm definitely anticipating that one. Question number 5, biggest disappointment of the year. I'd have to say Flame in the Mist by Renee Ardier for this one. So I was really looking forward to this book. I'd heard it was a Mulan retelling but set in Japan, and that it was just this really kick-ass story with this amazing protagonist who, you know, pretends to be a boy so that she can fit in with this black clan and not be treated as, you know, just a woman. But I was so disappointed with it. I thought it had so much more potential and could have done so much more with it, but it didn't, and I'm so upset about it, so definitely disappointed right here. Question number 6, most surprising book this year. Definitely Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, although I have to say I can't believe I read this year. Like, it feels like I read this sometime last year, but no, apparently I read it in January, and oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so surprising. Originally I really didn't want to pick it up because I didn't like the idea of it being a different format. I didn't think I'd be able to get into the story. I didn't think I'd be able to relate to the characters. Oh my goodness, was I wrong. This book was amazing. It was so surprising. Things were happening that I just wasn't expecting, and then we met people, and then we didn't meet people because they started dying, and I was like, what is going on? The format ended up surprising me. I really enjoyed it, so just everything about this book got like a million thumbs up from me. Question number 7, favorite new author. I'm gonna have to go with Becky Arbitelli for this one. She is the author of Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and the new book The Upside of Unrequited. I am really not a fan of contemporary novels, but something about her books have really just made me love them. I was really into the story the entire time that I read it. It just made me want to know what was going on. It made me love the characters, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more books from her in the future. Question number 8, newest fictional crush. It's gonna be Nyx from the Madoran Chronicles series. We meet him in Dracora. Technically we meet him in Raylia, but he's more prominent in Dracora, and he's my fave. I love him. I love him so much. I've loved him since I read the books in like April last year when I first met Nyx. I met him, yeah, April last year when I was critique reading. Oh my goodness, I've loved him ever since. I love him so much. He's my fave. Question number 9, newest favorite character. Tommy Grayson from the Who's Afraid series by Maria Lewis. She is the most kick-ass protagonist ever. I mean, number 1, she has bright blue hair, so that's just like a tick straight away. So these books are about a girl named Tommy who finds out that she's actually a werewolf, so you know, wow. And basically what follows in here is her personal journey to come to terms with the fact that she is a werewolf while also, you know, going through all her normal personal things. And I absolutely loved it. I thought she was so kick-ass. She definitely put everyone else in front of herself, even at risk of her own safety, and I love her so much. Question number 10, book that made you cry. This one right here, Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I bought it because I was like, I want to see what all the hype is about. And I read it on a bus and cried on the bus because I'm smart that way, you know, just what you do. It was so sad, but so well written. I actually gave this to my mum to read because I was like, Mum, you gotta read this book, and she did, and she was like, wow. So now we're both waiting for the movie to come out because it hasn't come out in Australia yet. It's been like 7 or 8 months since it came out in America, still not out in Australia yet. So when it's out, Mum was like, yeah, I'm not going to the cinema to see it with you. You can go to the cinema by yourself, but buy the DVD. I was like, okay, Mum, thanks, whatever. So yeah, that's happening, and it was a sad book, but it was amazing. It like made me cry in a sad but also happy way, so that was really exciting-ish. Question number 11. I'm struggling with the numbers now. Book that made you happy. Definitely Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertelli. This book made me so happy. So like I said, I'm really not a fan of contemporary novels, but I loved the characters in this book. Like, they were so well fleshed out. I felt like they were standing next to me reading me the book themselves when I was reading it. And oh my goodness, it just made me smile the entire time because I was like, I love it. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the little mystery. I love Blue and Simon together. And I just loved it so much. It just made me smile, and I just, it's still making me smile, and I finished this book over a month ago. Question number 12, favorite book to movie adaptation you saw this year. I have not seen any book to movie adaptations this year, I don't think. No, I don't think so, because Everything isn't out yet in Australia, and that's the only one that I'm really interested in. So instead, I've decided to go with a book to TV show adaptation that I really enjoyed, and that's definitely going to be the Netflix series of Unfortunate Events miniseries that they have, although it's not really a miniseries anymore because it's got another season. I loved it. I thought it was so well done. Like, I have not read the books in a while, but I remember reading them and just being really, really enjoying them because they were just so ridiculous, and what was happening to these kids was just so out there and just like, that wouldn't happen, but it was so much fun. And then seeing it on I was gonna say the big screen, technically it's the little screen, but seeing it come to life was so amazing. I thought all the cast were incredible. They all did such a good job, and I just really loved it. Even the musical numbers, which was so whack and random, I really enjoyed. So I am highly anticipating the second series in this series. Question number 13, your favorite video that you've posted this year. I'm gonna have to go with the video that I posted for the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter. I was really proud of that video. I love talking about Harry Potter as well, so that probably helped. I will leave a link in the description box below to that video if you wanted to check it out. I recommend that you do, because it's basically me talking about my timeline of coming to know and love the Harry Potter series, and I love the video. Shameless plug. Question number 14, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. Has to go to Dracora by Lynette Noni. I mean, I will insert the cover here because I don't currently have a physical copy. I lent it out to my grandmother because she's reading the series as well and loving it, by the way. Like, she loves it. So yeah, it's pretty. It's very pretty. It's got a dracon on it, and Alex is standing on an island. It gave me such Avatar vibes when I first saw it, like the movie, the Floating Islands of Pandora. Yeah, it gave me so many vibes to that when I first saw the cover, and it still kind of does, and I love it so much. I cannot wait to see Greyveil's cover. I reckon it's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna be able to top it. Oh man, who knows? And question number 15, what books do you have to read by the end of the year? So I figured out I actually have to read 11 books for university this coming semester, so I'm not gonna talk to you guys about those books because I do have to read them. Instead, I'm gonna talk to you about a series of books that I have to read by the end of the year because I made a bet with my friend that I would read them in September. But no, I can't remember why we picked September. I think it was just that we thought there wouldn't be a lot going on in that month. That we were wrong. There is actually a lot going on in that month. And the series I'm talking about is the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan. I have not read any Rick Riordan books ever in my life. Not a single one. I know about them because I've seen the Percy Jackson movie, and because I've never read the books, I really liked the movie. Not the sequel though. The Sea of Monsters movie was terrible, but the first one was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, my friend was like, Jenna, in September 2017, you're gonna read the 5 Percy Jackson books. And I went, okay, why not? Because I think October the plan was to read creepy books, and then I'm planning on rereading the Mortal Instruments series in November, so I didn't really have anything going on in September. I was like, why not? Why not? So I'm gonna be reading all 5 of these Percy Jackson books in September, hopefully. We'll see how we go. So you have it. That was my mid-year book freakout tag. I have actually read, I think altogether I've read 24 books this month, like so far this year, but a lot of them are actually rereads. So I tried desperately not to include any rereads on this list, which is another reason why Dracora was not very much, because I count that as a reread. So yeah, I need to, you know, work on reading more books that aren't rereads, but rereads are so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.